A friend growing up had diabetes. We did not know if it was type 1 or type 2. We just knew that she took insulin injections every day and drank orange juice when her blood sugar felt low.
Very little. I knew a little bit about diabetes. My grandmother, both my grandmothers had some form of diabetes. Didn't know at the time what it was. I think now, after learning more about it, that it was definitely type 2. They would take insulin from time to time, but it wasn't the daily regimen that a type 1 diabetic goes through.
The hospital did the very best they could. They had a standard class that everyone with newly diagnosed people went through. And until you've actually done it on your own, you really aren't prepared. You think you're prepared when you leave the hospital, but you really don't know until you are responsible for everything by yourself.
Do I feel like hospital prepared? Not whatsoever. We went through a few classes that they offered free of charge, and they kind of helped teach us to count carbs, but felt very inadequately prepared to just help my child on a daily basis with diabetes.
God, please help us.
Lord, help us. Was my feelings. How am I going to get my daughter through this, and how am I going to help my wife through this? And she was the primary caregiver.
The best piece of advice would be, you'll get through it. It's a new normal. You feel very segregated and alone with the new diagnosis because your friends and family, they continue living life as it was, and your world has been completely rocked. But our daughter has been diagnosed for probably about 15 years, and thanks be to God, she's never been back in the hospital since. And if her father and I can do it, anybody can do it. And just get involved, and if you need to be a part of a support group, do that. Just surround yourself with great resources and great people. And be positive for the person that was newly diagnosed, living with type 1 diabetes, because they're scared too, and you don't need to let them see your fear.
It's going to be okay. It's overwhelming at first, but once you get the hang of it, everybody can live a normal life and get back to normal. And just need to be vigilant on doing the activities that need to be done to keep the blood glucose levels at normal levels. But after feeling overwhelmed, quickly learn that everything will be okay, and everybody can live a normal life and get back to their normal activities.